100.2 Galaxy FM with Pamela Isamat. Mid-morning to Kone.
We are live on our YouTube, Galaxy FM/TV. I'm joined by Pamela Isamat Achom in this second hour of the mid-morning to Kone. And this is what's happening around you. These are some of the things that you need to know. Pam, tutaandikirewe watufu.
Well, let's, I think, get started with President Museveni, who is currently addressing the Commonwealth Speakers and Presiding Officer Conference at Speak Resort Munyonyo. He's currently speaking because the chief guest of honor, and it started with the Speaker, Anita Among, leading a procession of about 43 speakers and presiding officers across Commonwealth countries to their seats. We've seen people like the Prime Minister, we've seen people like, that is Nabanja, and several other government, Moses Ali, and several other top government delegates are there, besides
of course,
the
speaker,
guests. Yes. So President Museveni is currently giving his address, and he was speaking about many things. He was talking about why didn't Europeans, the colonialists, learn from John Speke? He gave an example of John Speke. Remember, we studied about John Speke.
The one who discovered a couple of things.
The one who discovered the source of the Nile. In his book, he was referencing to his book, page 94 and 95, where John Speke was speaking about discovery of source of the Nile, and where he came with his items from abroad, textiles and ivory, and the Baganda, under Mutesa's rule at that time, were excited. They had never seen ivory, they had never seen this thing until they were excited.
Choka ivory was there in the parks.
Choka, it was there.
On the Hierophants.
I know. And so he was saying that after John Speke coming and then Grant and those other people came, the colonialists entered with ulterior motives, bad motives, and they colonized us, and it took war for us to get out of them. So he was saying that the Europeans, the mistake we did was to allow them, the colonialists. However, he was saying Commonwealth, because it's a Commonwealth thing, we have, besides them coming and ruling over us and not following in the footsteps of John Speke, we have learned from their colonialism. There are a few things that Uganda can take back home. Like us adapting the English language that is used not nationally only, but internationally. It's a good thing that we have adapted. And then their system of operation, the decentralization, where we have several units of administration here in Uganda. He also gave, he was also giving reference to his name, Yoweri Museveni actually, where his name Museveni comes from. He says the Museveni name comes from the 7th Regiment of the British Army, where many Ugandans served in. So, because he's a Muntu, he was born in 1944, when the first veterans of this colonial army.
He was born in 19 what?
He's mentioned I was born in 1944.
Let's calculate.
Do the maths. I think it's about 75, 76. So he's saying they gave him that name, meaning Bamu7, people of the 7th.
You have seen?
I've seen. No one. But that's what Museveni said. I was born in 1944 when the first veterans of these regiments, and mostly Ugandans, were used under that colonial army. So he's still speaking, and this conference is supposed to take 2 more days.
I've been seeing the billboards and everything that has been done. That's the conference that has been,
the Speakers' Conference.
That has been making roads being repaired.
It's not the only one. There are 3. There are actually 3. This is the first one. The second one is NAM. The third one is G77, Non-Allied Movement.
Then the third one?
The third one is the G77, the China
All these
summit.
are happening in Jan, between Jan and what?
So you're saying you've seen the billboards, and
have you passed by?
It's quite an expensive venture, by the way. Billboards are all. I wish there was just one billboard. Then the rest of the money they would inject it in roads.
I was passing. I've been moving some people.
Billboard.
It fell, and then I read on it. I was like, hey. This one, the wind blew it over.
You know how Ugandan things are.
Anyhow, what else do we have happening?
Still speaking about that conference, Ugandans, actually the business community and locals, are really unhappy with the way that roads are being blocked for these conferences. Just this morning, Michael Kananura, who is the Uganda Traffic's spokesperson, he released a statement and was telling people, please use the roads carefully, give priority to the guests. Just know that there are going to be traffic restrictions and they're going to be alternative what Ugandans and
Not
have
very
been
happy.
angry. Yeah.
wabula tuli mu mbeera enzibu ennyo etagambika buli we twagala okuyita wasibe onoonya nekyozzaako nga tokiraba bw'okwata ku gabaloodi wasibe bw'okwata ku express wonna wasibe niwe tubadde tusalira ku express batatumu abasirikale wakati niweebuuza kati tetugenda tukikola tutya ngaffe ababoodaboda
naye akati luno olukunga naffe ng'abatuze twebuuza twavuddewo ggulo okusimba leero nga bali mu meeting bali mu kuteesa nga basimba ebimulisaawo so tunatereka na Africa Cup wano twasaba tugenda bateekawo era omupiira gunaaba gunaatera otandika nga bategeka bisaawo saawa zino bagamba abantu musiige amaduuka gammwe tunuulira oluguudo bwe lufaanana olwasala amaloodi bwenyina oyo asiiga eki
basibye ate tunaalya erulange lutukola tulina kukumira ekiriwo kiggwa tutambe n'ebibeera nga bweno
naye kyali wange tizi inconvenience ngoba obaze obuddebo n'okeera bulungi nnyo noga ngenda yita wano mpite wano n'okwata wano nga baggaddewo n'odda wali nga baggaddewo n'oyambuka wali nga wali olunyiriri nga wali jam wasaawa nga bbiri
It's even easier, by the way, for you who is moving, just moving, affected by the movement. What about that person in your business?
You
care and,
understand, you
know,
understand.
so it's really affecting. But we know that when visitors come, it's not business as usual. Even in your own home, if visitors are coming, you're going to try and.
so kambuze
But the locals are really being affected.
the repairs on the roads zaabadde
Zichaliko.
Yes.
Okay, here on
So
Gama
that-
Road,
they're
there are
going
no
to-
more repairs, I
Eh,
think. They're
so-
just planting small trees. And, yeah.
nga they are out of time and the thing has already started
But this is the first one.
kale
There are two more.
tulinde tulabe
Eh.
Let's wait
Actually,
and
even those people who are traveling airports, those who are flying abroad, Kanura was saying, travel, make sure you plan your journeys early so that you reach the airport also 1 hour earlier.
ahead of time.
Yeah, ahead of time to your flight, and then so that you don't be inconvenienced here and there, because visitors are still flocking in.
I saw a very big billboard of our speaker
Yeah, and deputy.
in Ebbs. Yeah.
Yeah,
Other than that, Ebbs is normal.
roads are same.
And apart from, the Basilicali
Yeah.
that are on the roads. So, man. The Basilicali one need to be briefed, I don't know.
Why?
Oita kugai nga
Yeah.
asumagidde.
Hey, are you serious?
Ngalaga nti akoye. Very unfortunate, man. Anyway, out from that, what else do we have happening?
Away from that, it's the local council elections. We
Yes.
know that they have been postponed for
LC.
another 6 months. That is LC1, LC2. Yesterday, the Minister for Local Government, Raphael Magezi, gave a statement, and he was explaining, justifying that. I have, first of all, he said, I have the mandate as Minister of Local Government under Article 11A of the Constitution to postpone for 180 days at a time. And then he explained that the reason why we are postponing is we do not have enough money. We don't have enough money and logistics to finance the elections. And then secondly, we have not harmonized the registration or administrative issues like clarity of registered people, those who, how many they are, if they are still alive, or they like making those clearances to the registration.
sanja ekya obukiiko bwa LC1 wamu ne LC2 obw'ebyalo n'emiruka kibadde kyakuggwako nga 5 omwezi guno gwe tutandise January omwaka guno kubanga twabongezayo ennaku 18 mu July omwaka oguwedde so zino ennaku ziggwako nga 5 omwezi guno naye olwaleero mbategeeza nti ekisanja ekyo tukyongeddeyo ennaku 18 okutandika n'olunaku lwa 6 nga January. Electoral Commission etutegeeza nga government nti beetaaga obuwumbi 59 okulondesa obukiiko obwa LC wamu n'obukiiko bw'abakyala women councils ng'obigasse wamu. Esente ezo bwe twogerera tebanazifuna yadde mu mwezi ogwa 11 oba 10 omwaka ogwedde Ministry of Finance yeeraze nti bayinza kuba bafunye ku ssente naye tebazinaba kuweebwa akakiiko k'ebyokulondesa mu ggwanga. So eyo ensonga emu etuleetedde okugamba nti tetulina bikozesa n'olwekyo okulonda kuba kulina okweyongerayo.
When is the last time you visited your LC? Does your LC know that you're there? He doesn't know that you exist. He doesn't
Did
even
I
know.
say?
You
No, my
said,
LC knows. My LC knows.
Pam.
No,
Okay,
my
what's the name of your LC?
Henry.
Is it a man or a
No,
woman?
it's a man, but I don't have to remember his. Why should I remember his name? Why his?
When is the last time you went to an LC? You as
I
Pamela.
think the last time was around November last year. LCs, by the way, are very critical in communities.
You know, I'm
Very
putting on
critical.
glasses.
Yes.
This is how I'm
So
looking
you think
at
I'm
it.
lying? Hey.
Okay.
And when is the last
How-
time? Okay, let's part it
No,
back.
me, I shift a lot. I swear.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna make it a point to know my LC.
You know it's important that when you shift to an LCI.
Okay, let me ask. Pam,
Yeah.
you're trying to get any sort of documentation,
Mm.
you know, or what are some of the things we need LCs for?
LCs, you need them. Like, for instance, if you want to get a bank account.
Okay.
Like, if you want a
These
stamp
bank
on
accounts we
critical-
open on phones
even,
now.
Yeah.
Even what? Say, even what? Eh?
No, Henry,
Yeah.
LCs are very important.
I did not say they are not important. Okay, you're staying the other side now.
Mm.
You move and start staying like in where? I take you to like Nigeria.
Yeah.
Are you going to look for
If
the
I want
LC there?
services of the LC, I can even also get the services of the LC of this area, by the way.
Pam.
Because I work here.
Bye. Bye. Tyler Swift, Cool Summer. Abedi zivudeko ku ttaano.
Konkone.